All right, welcome back into Pure Journalism Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with this week's MLB Power Rankings. Thank you, everybody, that has been coming out for our in-game live reactions for the Mets this year. Well, we are getting feedback on one of the sides, so let's see where that's at. My guess it's usually Facebook, and it is. All right, there we go. All right, let's get into this week's countdown. Buck Skull Gaming, Buck Skull Gang here says, "Let's go." Should be a good show today. Welcome back. All right, once again, let's see. Oh, we'll get a poll going in the chat here on the YouTube side. I forgot to set that up. Will anyone knock the Dodgers out of number one? And then we'll wait for some more people to come in. All right, there we go. 3 options for you. All right, since there's nobody in the chat, or nobody chatting, I should say, let's get going into this week's MLB Power Rankings. Coming in at number 30, once again, I am calling the Oakland A's until they officially move to Vegas. But yeah, 1-9 over their last 10. They got a win yesterday over Boston. One more with Boston today before going back home for Tampa Bay and Texas. It's been a rough year for them. Injuries have been crucial for them as of late as well. But the A's, they fired their GM as well. But you can look. I mean, we have them as the 27th ranked pitching staff, and Pure Jones got them at 19th on offense. So not a very good year. 25 games under 500 for the A's, and we'll see how they rebound. Coming in at number 29 this week, the Angels. 3-7 over their last 10. They're officially ranked we have them ranked the worst offense in baseball. Surprised that the Mets aren't there, but 15th in pitching, so the pitching's been half decent, but the offense is absolutely atrocious. 3-7 over their last 10, 27 games under 500 as well. One more with Miami before 4 with Texas and 3 with Kansas City. So number 29 here for the Angels. Coming in at 28, the Colorado Rockies. Another team 25 games under 500, 4-6 over their last 10. They have a fairly rough schedule the rest of the way as well, so things are not going to get better for them. They are 5th on offense, but dead last in pitching. One more with St. Louis, 3 with Arizona, 3 with San Francisco next weekend. All right, nothing going on in the chat, so we'll keep going here. Coming in at number 27, one of the big surprise teams for me for being bad this year, the Kansas City Royals. 20 games under 500, excuse me. Fairly decent schedules the rest of the way, but we'll see. Their pitching has been a problem. 28th overall on the year. One more with the Cubs, 3 with the Dodgers, but then next weekend a 3-game set with the Angels. For the Dodgers, maybe Kansas City coming at the wrong time because the Dodgers are struggling. Let's come over and look. We'll get to the Dodgers. Of course, will be in the top couple teams here, if not number 1 again. Well, let's look here. Where are the Dodgers? The Dodgers ended up winning last night. We'll get to them later. We'll get to them later. All right, let's keep climbing. Number 26 this week, the San Francisco Giants. Not sure if DK will pop in. DK's a San Francisco sports fan. 19 games under. 4-6 over their last 10. 18th on offense. 20th in pitching. One more with Detroit before going to Houston. Looks like they might be home for that Houston series and the Colorado series. So San Francisco probably will end up somewhere around this range here. Number 25, my New York Mets. Right now, 16 games under 500, 5-5 over their last 10. Absolutely got crushed last night, 9-0 against Pittsburgh. But the Mets on offense, 24th overall, 12th in pitching. One more with Pittsburgh today before going to Atlanta for 3 and then returning back home next week then to face the Nationals. The Toronto Blue Jays coming in at number 24. 7-3 over their last 10, so playing a lot better. But still 28 on offense. 10th pitching, so their pitching is what's keeping them in it. They beat Philadelphia again yesterday. So I believe going for the sweep there. But then they got four with Boston and a weekend series next weekend with the Yankees. So tough things for Toronto here. Let's see where Toronto is in the wild card standings. Toronto right now, 3.5 games out. A bunch of teams in front of them. Of course, the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rangers are the 3 wild card teams. Minnesota, Cleveland, Detroit, Baltimore, and Seattle are all ahead of Toronto. So a bunch of teams to jump ahead of for Toronto. Cincinnati Reds coming in at number 23 this week. Playing a little bit better, 6-4 over their last 10. One more with the Nationals. They have the White Sox for 3. Marlins for 3 next weekend. I'm surprised the Marlins sold at the deadline. Where are the White Sox? Oh, the White Sox did win yesterday. But yeah, the Reds, another team, a team that made the playoffs last year. And right now would not make the playoffs this year. Right now, Cincinnati's got a bunch of teams ahead of them as well. 5 games back of that last wild card spot. But the Padres, Marlins, Cardinals, and Pirates and Nationals, they have to jump all those teams, and then they have to worry about the Diamondbacks and Phillies. So, a bunch of teams to jump ahead of. But we'll keep climbing here. All right. Just a quiet Sunday here. Just a quiet Sunday today. But let's keep coming here. Number 22, the Baltimore Orioles. What a surprise this was. They had a great offseason. Looks like they had a great offseason. They are 22 here. Another team that has to start winning some more and then hope some other teams ahead of them start losing. Baltimore right now 3 games back, but they have the Tigers, Guardians, and Twins ahead of them before worrying about the Texas Rangers. Coming in at number 21, the Seattle Mariners, 3-7, another surprise team here. Seattle, after making the playoffs last year, gonna fall short this year. It looks like. Right now, they're 3.5 games back. So once again, another team that needs a bunch of teams ahead of them to start falling back. But let's keep climbing to the top 20. Number 20, the Minnesota Twins, 58-60. Minnesota was hot earlier in the year. They've started to fall back here. But right now, they're the first team behind Texas at a 1.5 games back. Them and the Guardians. So I wonder Right now, MLB has Minnesota ahead, so I wonder if Minnesota's got the tiebreaker there with Cleveland. All right, coming in at number 19, there it is, Cleveland Guardians. Jake's here. What's up, Jake? Seattle can't hit. I was watching the game yesterday, and they struggled badly with runners in scoring position. Thank you, Jake. Let me put Jake's comment on the screen there so you guys can see it. All right, yeah, the Guardians. I've realized what I did wrong. You see how we don't have any, everybody's got all the equal signs next to them. I have to run the power rankings on Saturday nights from now on to get all the old data, because it resets every Sunday for the new week. So that's why it's basing it off of this week, this upcoming week, I should say. But one more with the White Sox, 3 with Detroit, 3 with San Diego. So tough schedule here. Ramsey, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. But let's keep climbing to the midway point here. And coming in at number 18, the Texas Rangers. 4-6 over their last 10. One game above 500. One more with Baltimore. Then they have the Angels and A's. So some winnable games coming up here for the Rangers. I'm surprised the Rangers didn't do more at the deadline. They were almost sold. They had a deal done to send DeGrom to Atlanta, and DeGrom used his no trade clause and said no thanks. But let's keep climbing here. Coming in at 17, the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis has fallen here. They were close to the top 10 for most of the season, but they've come back down, and they are starting to fall. 23rd on offense, 16th, but a surprise team, right? If you would have asked me at the beginning of the year, where do I have the St. Louis Cardinals, and they'd have been one of the bottom 3 teams in my eyes, record-wise. But that is not the case here. One game below 500. One more with Colorado today, but then a tough 6 games between the Phillies and Cubs. So St. Louis with some tough schedules coming up. Coming in at number 16, we are at the midway point. The Houston Astros right now. Astros 10th on offense, 22nd in pitching. 2 games above 500. Right now, the Astros do lead the American League West. They have a half-game lead over the Texas Rangers, so a toss-up there. But look, Houston's got San Francisco coming up, Seattle coming up, so very winnable games for both teams. Yo, Rising Rhino, what's up, buddy? Guys, for all your football needs, I know I say it every time he shows up, but for all your football needs, make sure you're checking out Rising Rhino. Awesome stuff coming up. He's covering the CFL right now. Got NFL preseason coming up, NFL regular season. Him and Dr. Delay, another friend of our channel, have a show that they'll be doing together as well. So awesome stuff over there. Yeah, let's get that 10K, buddy. It's a slow grind, my man. It is a slow grind. But Rhino, let us know in the chat what you got coming up today, if anything. If not, let us know what you got coming up this week. Coming up this week on Rising Rhino. Got to get closer to that silver plate. Yeah, well, getting to 10K would be 10% of the way there, so. But let's get into the top half of the rankings this week. Coming in at number 15. Uh-oh. Rhino says, enjoying the day off. Back to the real world again tomorrow. Work. Don't teach me the math. Don't teach me the math. No, you got to carry the 1. You got to divide by... Oh, man. Good stuff. But the Nationals coming in at number 15 this week, 3-7 over their last 10. I believe they're getting ready to start their game right now. I believe they are the early game today. So if District Nation is live covering that game, we'll redirect the few people that are here over there. But right now, the Nationals are 4.5 games back of the last wild card spot, with 4 teams. Count, use your fingers. 4 teams ahead of them before they worry about the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. So, yeah, District Nation starting it off. Good stuff. Evan, welcome in. Evan saying, hey, appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, one more with the Reds here before a day off for the Nationals. Then they have the Cubs for 3 and our Mets next weekend for a 3-game set. But the Nationals, that's been the Nationals' problem this year, right? Their offense has been fine, completely no pitching, 29th overall. Coming in at number 14, the San Diego Padres. Right now, the Padres, I believe, do have. Oh no, the Padres are a game out of the last wild card spot. 6-4 over their last 10. But one more with Houston. Oh, it looks like they're the Sunday night game tonight. Then a 3-game set with Milwaukee and Cleveland. So some tough matchups for the Padres coming up. Yo, Denny's here. What's up, Denny? Always great to see Denny. I know Denny is a regular over on the Dr. Delay streams. Might even be a mod. Not sure. Don't want to overspeak. But let's keep climbing here to the top 10. Coming in at number 13 this week, the Miami Marlins. Miami, 59-59 on the year, 5-5 over their last 10. Ninth on offense, 7th in pitching. One more with the Angels, 3 with the Pirates, 3 with the Reds. Miami, even though they traded pieces off, they're staying in the wild card hunt. Staying in the wild card hunt, 3 games back with some winnable games coming up as well. So, hey, Jeff Rapp is back. What up? Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're ranked. It doesn't matter where you're ranked in your division. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right, let's keep climbing towards that top 10. Coming in at number 12. The Pittsburgh Pirates, 3-7 over their last 10. That's why they've fallen out of the top 10. But one more with our Mets today. The Mets win game 1 on Friday night, 6-4. Pittsburgh comes back, wins last night, 9-0. But they are second in offense, 14th in pitching. One more today, a day off, and then 3 with Miami and 3 with Boston. So all these teams starting to play each other. But Denny, let me know your thoughts on your team being at number 12 this week. And we will see. That means because the Mets did not face Skeens, that means Skeens will get one of the Miami games. But let's keep climbing up to number 10 here. Number 11, the Philadelphia Phillies, 5-5 over their last 10. They have lost the first 2 here to Toronto. That's weird. Why would they have a Friday off? Oh, well, don't know about that. I got to check that now. I don't like when I have weird off days for teams. Schedule. An off day. I don't know why there's an off day on Friday. Oh, the Field of Dreams game. That's why. Thursday night is the Field of Dreams game, so they're giving them the day to get back to Minnesota to finish up the weekend. We have been playing like the old Pirates lately. Best of luck today. You too, Denny. I wouldn't have been surprised if we were lower. Up until last night, we were playing like Dookie. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Phillies coming in at number 11 right now. Right now, Philadelphia technically has the third wild card spot in the National League. They have Arizona ahead of them. Not sure. There must be a tiebreaker issue there. But the Padres are only a game behind. So Phillies, St. Louis, and Minnesota coming up. Very winnable games for them. But let's get to the top 10 this week. A little bit faster of the stream because the chat is quiet. People are here, just the chat's been quiet. We appreciate everybody watching along, though. Coming in at number 10, the Arizona Diamondbacks right now, 6-4 over their last 10. One more with the Dodgers. They won They had a walk-off win on Friday night. Apparently, the Dodgers won last night. But then they have Colorado and Atlanta coming up. So Arizona should stay in the top 10 here this week. Coming in at number 9, the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox right now still lead the American League Central Division. 4 games above 500. One more with Cleveland before 3 with Cincinnati and 3 with Detroit. So we'll see if the White Sox can stay in the top 10. They have a 3-game lead in the division over Minnesota and Cleveland. Oh, but Detroit's only 3.5 back, so that's a nice tight race there. So it'll be a big weekend series next weekend with Detroit. Coming in at number 8. The number 8 team this week, the Detroit Tigers. Right now, how are the Tigers ahead? I don't understand that. I got to check my numbers. They're behind them in the standings, but ahead of them in the rankings. That doesn't make sense. But 16th right now on offense, 4th in pitching. One more with San Francisco, 3 with Cleveland, and then 3 with the Sox. So, yep, those teams all starting to play each other. Now with interleague play, teams only play 13 times. They should go back to the old system where teams played each other's division 19 times. 19 times each. But let's keep climbing towards that number 5 spot. Once we get to 5, I'll see where the poll is there on the YouTube side. Number 7, the Boston Red Sox, 9-1 over their last 10. They lost last night. But Boston, one more with the A's before 4 with Toronto and 3 with Pittsburgh. So a little bit tougher of a schedule coming up. But right now, Boston 12th on offense, 3rd in pitching. We'll see if they get Garrett Crochet back here towards the end of the year. But coming in at number 6. Number 6 this week, the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays, 8-2 over their last 10. Something's not right. The Yankees can't be that far ahead just because they've outscored their opponents by more runs. I mean, it's a 4.5 game lead. I'll have to adjust my numbers here. But Tampa Bay, 8th on offense, 11th in pitching. One more with Seattle before 3 with the A's and 3 with Baltimore. So Tampa Bay should keep on winning. Tough schedule coming up. C+ rating. But let's get to number 5 here. The Yankees coming in at number 5. Struggling on offense, middle of the pack there. Not having Judge for most of the season. For a lot of the seasons, hurt in that. But one more with Atlanta before 3 with Seattle and 3 with Toronto. The Yankees are going to be a tough matchup in the playoffs. Right now, the Yankees and Red Sox are fighting for that number 1 wild card spot. But both teams, Yankees 4.5 behind Tampa Bay, and the Red Sox 6 behind Tampa Bay for the division. So, but the Yankees a game and a half up on Boston for that home field advantage in the wild card round. Let's take a look on the YouTube side at the poll in the chat. I said, will anyone knock the Dodgers out of number one? 6 votes. Yes, got 33% saying Atlanta would do it. 50% saying yes, Milwaukee. And no, the Dodgers are the best. So, coming in at number 4, the Chicago Cubs, 7-3 over their last 10. 3-team division races, Jake. Ultimately, I think the Rays will end up winning that division. But the Cubs, 7-3 over their last 10. Tough schedule the rest of the way. I give them an F grade. Opponent's winning percentage. One more with Kansas City. 3 with Washington. 3 with St. Louis. So this week, some winnable games here for the Cubs. But we'll keep an eye on that. Braves and Brewers are too strong. Dodgers can't stumble. But we'll see. We will see. Coming in at number 3. Atlanta. Atlanta at number 3. 8-2 over their last 10. One more with the Yankees. Then they have the Mets for 3. An off day on Thursday. And then Arizona for 3 next weekend. I believe the Yankees are going for the sweep there. But we'll see. The Braves have come back. Philadelphia had at one point gotten within 2 games. But Philadelphia has fallen back. Atlanta has increased that lead back up to 8.5 games. All right, so let's see. Let's see if who comes in at number 2 this week and see if anybody was able to knock off the Dodgers. The Dodgers have been in number 1 spot for, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at the numbers to see what the streak is. Probably close to 10 weeks now. But coming in at number 2, the Dodgers. 3-7 over their last 10. That's the reason for the drop out of the number 1 spot. Now, they did get the win last night. So one more with Arizona, 3 with Kansas City, and 4 with Milwaukee. So a nice 4-game set next weekend against the Brewers. Those will be some good matchups. Maybe a preview of the NLCS. So let me know if you guys are surprised with the Dodgers dropping down to number 2. And when I saw it, when I looked at it, because once again, the formula I have gives each team a number. And the difference between Milwaukee at 1 and the Dodgers at 2 was like 0.23 points or something. It was close. So the Brewers jump into that number 1 spot, I believe, for the first time this year. So congrats to the Brew Crew. 7th on offense. 1st in pitching. 1 more with Minnesota. Tough schedule. They have a D minus grade on the remaining schedule. So tough schedule here. 1 more with Minnesota, like I said. 3 with San Diego and 4 with the Dodgers. So not shocked. That's why they went for Skubal, even though they're starting to panic. Hey, I'm telling you, I don't. Nothing will come of it. But the reports of what Milwaukee offered up and what they ended up taking from the Dodgers, you talk about collusion. Oh my goodness, what a joke! What a joke! Milwaukee gave up much better prospects, but hey, if Skubal didn't want to go there, that's on him too. So, Milwaukee doesn't have to trade him there just because it was a better deal. But we'll see. We'll see. We also have to worry about now that we're getting towards the end of the middle of August, we should say, not the end here. But uh, is there going to be baseball next season? And if there is baseball, do we have a full 162 game schedule? Do they mark it down to 90 games, whatever? If not, if there's not MLB baseball, we will be live next season. I've already looked into the minor league teams do play. Uh, the only people that are eligible in the minor league games are anybody that is not on the active 40-man roster for a club. So if there's no MLB baseball, we'll still be doing baseball here on the channel, covering some minor league stuff as well. Not shocked. That's why they went for school. But yeah, yep. Something was very fishy about the Skubal trade. It seemed like Skubal wanted LA, and that's what happened. Yep. Yeah, I mean he had the right. He had the right to decline the trade anywhere he didn't want to go. So can't. Even though it's a better offer from Milwaukee, once again, Detroit didn't have to take it. But I don't think they should have just taken some scrub. I don't want to call the guys scrubs because they're athletes. But, what they got in return was not fair value in my eyes. But, oh well. But, awesome stuff, everybody. I know this was kind of a shorter stream here. But we will be back live here on the Pure Adrenaline channel for the Mets and Pirates game today. Awesome stuff. Rubber match there. Sean Manaea on the mound for our Mets. On the YouTube side, when I end, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to District Nation. He's got the Nationals game here today. So tell him PAS sent you over. Turn on notifications here for us because we go live every Sunday with our power rankings. When football season starts, we'll have NFL power rankings. Still working on formulas for college football as well. So hopefully we'll get that done. I have NHL pretty much all figured out for power rankings there as well. So hopefully we get things figured out. But let me set up these redirects once again. Thank you to Rising Rhino for dropping in today as well. Always appreciate when Rhino stops by. All right, everybody. Once again, on the YouTube side, it'll ask you if you want to redirect to District Nation when I end. Tell them PAS sent you over, and we will see everybody next time.